Konnichiwa, minasan. Hajimemashite. Max desu. Onegaishimasu. Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Je m'appelle Max. Yorobu 안녕하세요, Max입니다. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another brand new live video for the girls, for the children, and for the Wan Chai Dorset Hong Kong Racetrack Real Fantasy today with Sherry in the house. Woo! You guys, Sherry is here. We have just soaked off her 1, 2, 3 go set. She had these nails on for 5 weeks, Sherry?
If not, at least
5 weeks, you guys. So when somebody says that their 1, 2, 3 go nails do not last, that is due to a user error. Because if you follow all of our steps, use all of our products, follow everything in canon order, you're going to have incredible, long-lasting phalanges for the fantasy.
Right.
Ooh. Sometimes I'm like, man, I do too good of a job because these nails don't want to come off.
And yeah, I had to like take them off, like the charms and the diamonds and stuff.
Like they were not going anywhere.
Exactly.
Hi, my love. So you guys, a few quick announcements. It's been so busy. All the new products are selling like crazy. We're going to be doing a full set today on Sherry. We're going to be using strawberry. Is it strawberry? Yes, strawberry ice cream glitter and glow-in-the-dark pink glitter, pink acrylic. Oh my god, you guys, it's Big Red in the house, shaking it at the club in Chicago. So we're doing like strawberry margarita fantasy nails today, that glow-in-the-dark. Because Sherry loves a good glow-in-the-dark stripper fantasy. So that way she can shake it for Netto.
Right.
So we have our new set going on today, and we're finishing up, wrapping up. This is the last week of the 30% off sale, you guys. So you have until August 31st to save 30% off your entire purchase using promo code SCHOOL30. Again, that promo code is SCHOOL30, and that will save you 30% off your entire purchase because the sale ends on the 31st. And look at Barbara. She says, hey everyone, I'm gonna put my apron on so that way I don't get any more dust or hair. I had a little trim today. Kendra stopped by. I was like, Kendra, can you pop in? And she gave me a little trim on my fringe. So now it's like my fringe is like, yay, it's not like a bowl haircut anymore. I don't have an Edgar haircut, so I can move my hair around. It's more textured. And then I'm trying out a new eyebrow color, so let me know what you guys think of this eyebrow color. It's gray eyebrow powder. Because my hair is so like cool toned and my skin is really cool toned, and sometimes I watch a video and my eyebrows are orange. So I'm like, let me try gray. So hopefully you guys like this color. Barbara's like, love the trim. Barbara, did you put your hair back in? Is it long and up to your butt? Because Barbara Mosley is famous for her long hair, and then she whips it like that at the club. So what else is going on, Sherry?
Nothing much.
No?
Just work.
Work, twerking.
Yes.
My mom's just like, I want to go here, I want to go there. And I was like, man, you have a lot of time and a lot of money for all these trips, girl. Because
right?
I was like, I haven't gone anywhere. My goal this year was to go somewhere every month. And July, I didn't go anywhere. August, I didn't go anywhere. And September, I
plan on going.
Well, what am I doing in September? I'm going to Phoenix to a baseball game.
Oh, okay.
Even though I don't like baseball.
Oh.
But I'm still going. She can't whip it. Well, you gotta put that hair in, Barbara. What you waiting for? We're gonna use Pink Magic Fast Dry Monomer today. I got a new bottle ready because you guys know this is my ride or die. And we're gonna use pink bubblegum gel and just snatch up these phalanges and make them really sexy. We have a lot to cover because after this, I have to go home. Not home. I have to go to Walmart, buy cat food, and then I want to know what you guys did yesterday. I watched the Pass, which is a movie that Candy produced, her and her husband, hi love, for Peacock with Drew from The Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I want to know if anybody else watched that movie. And I also got to watch The Flash yesterday, which was free on HBO Max. And the only reason I really watched that movie was because Michael Keaton, who was Batman when I was a kid, was in it. And then I kind of like Ezra Miller, even though he's crazy. Press-on gel in a large refill. I don't have any plans for a large press-on gel, like anything bigger than 15 ml. I have to think about that one. She said, I cannot picture you in a baseball game. Baseball game, me neither. But I need to get a cool baseball jersey. All the Arizona Diamondback jerseys are kind of ugly, huh? Aren't they like maroon?
I think so.
I don't like maroon. When I was in middle school, that was my uniform. Was maroon. We wore maroon every day for 3 years. Look at that. She loves Michael Keaton. Oh, all blonde, Barbara. You gotta get blonde. You gotta join the club. Barbara, I've never seen her all blonde, but it has to be a bright blonde, not like a dark golden blonde. Like, do something. Give us some Platinum Grace Jones vibes. Right? Yes. Oh, she hates tossing the
bottles.
Yes. Your e-file is in my basket. Awesome. I hope you. Which one are you getting? Almost done with my duck nail set. Just have to add some stickers, some charms, and some diamonds.
Oh.
Hi from Peru. Un saludo al Peru. I did know about the Candy and her movie. It's called The Pass, and it's interesting, but the ending really got me off guard, and I thought the ending was a little bit too... You have this movie that's really dramatic, and then you throw this ending that is just a little bit too over the top, in my opinion. But it was, I mean, it killed time. And it wasn't like super long, thank God. But the movie, like the lighting, like whoever was in charge of the lighting when they made that movie, like they need to go back to school, because that movie was dark. Like sometimes I was like, what are they doing? I can barely even see. Oh, the mini toy, that's the best one. Barbara, what did Grace Jones used to say? Eat my... So look at Sherry's nails, you guys. How great shape they are too. Super long. Oh, and then do you guys want to hear the drama about TikTok? Let me know in the comments below. Mr. Roundface, when he came to work today, he's like, Max, you and TikTok have a love-hate relationship. So I'm going to trim her nails. There we go. What's everybody saying, Miss Sherry?
Yes, give you the scoop.
On TikTok drama?
What's the name of that movie again?
The Pass or The Flash? Oh, The Pass.
Yes, we love the gossip.
Okay, so on TikTok, I got banned from going live on TikTok till September 3rd. So we're going to go live on Facebook until I can go live on TikTok. And the reason why I got banned was I have the screenshot right here, which is completely ridiculous. It says, I cannot go live.
Oh, look at Thank you.
What happened?
They said they've watched us for over 2 years and my hands are looking great.
Aren't they great? So it says... This is the reason why I can't go live. It says sexual exploitation and gender-based violence is what they said.
What'd you do,
I
Max?
said the word H-O-E.
Oh.
Because I called my old beauty school teacher that. So maybe she was watching and she reported me, which is ridiculous. So, and I appealed it and the appeal got denied. So I'm going to be going live on Facebook after this, you guys. So until September 3rd. But I swear I did not do any kind of gender-based violence. They make it seem like I was beating babies or something. It's so crazy.
Did they get back to you yet?
Who? TikTok? Yeah, I submitted the appeal and it got denied. So Facebook it is, you guys. Facebook it is.
She sounds bitter.
She is.
Hi, honey.
And then some
the
constipated.
whole Pink Army.
Hi, my love. Thanks for joining us today. And we're going to use regular coffin today, right, Sherry?
Yes.
I was trying to convince Sherry to try like another shape, and she was like, no, that's okay, Max. It's like, come on, Sherry.
They put your teacher is watching you.
She is. She's evil. I rebuke her in the name of the Lord, for reals.
That's crazy, crazy.
I know, and it's like so uncalled for. Like, I didn't do anything. But what are you going to do, right,
Why
you
do you
guys?
gotta be watching for if you're just gonna...
Do something mean.
Yeah.
So we're going on with Diamond Man. He's just cleaning everything up. Getting it nice and beautiful. How was your guys' weekend? What'd you guys do? Shop on Eno Couture? Get some fantasies?
Everybody takes everything so seriously, but it's okay for them to ask you if you're a woman, gay, or your age.
Or transgender, or,
Yeah.
you know, whatever it may be. It's like, those questions, nobody should ask them. And
No.
my videos, those people should get taken down. Not me,
Yeah.
for saying facts.
And they put, haha, too funny. Yes, she's bitter and was watching you. Free Max.
And constipated. So we're going to use our famous skinny sanding bands. You guys know that these things are the bee's knees.
So true.
And we're going to prep her nail.
What file does Max recommend for shaping 1, 2, 3, go?
I use like a 150 or a 180. I use Fantastic File, or I use the regular files too. Both of them are great. It just depends what's going to work best for you. If you have like certain laws that you have to follow, like for example, some states you have to have a new file for every client. They don't let you sanitize or clean your files. So the Fantastic File is great because you just peel and use a new one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it just depends. So we have both options, and both are super incredible. I always like to go in and finish filing with the Fantastic File because since it's metal, it's firmer, it'll give me a sharper, cleaner finish. So right now I'm using my skinny sanding band to prep the nail, get everything nice and clean.
That's why I got to keep it light.
What, the nails or the videos?
Cindy Chris.
Probably both. I have to use more politically correct terms now.
What nail bed is good for prepping having thin nails?
Diamond Manny, Diamond Moon is really great. Which other one is really great? Diamond Buffer is also really, really great for sensitive nails and skin because it's ultra, ultra fine.
But it's funny you're telling a story, just words.
And now I get in trouble for the words I use. Even though I didn't really say anything mean. It's so unfair, but...
Oh, the combo got the light.
The what got the like?
Combo?
Oh, okay.
Thank you for the reply that you...
Yeah, Mom's like, I want to go to see her sisters. Well, one of my cousins is having a birthday party for her son, who's going to be turning like 5 or 6. And Mom's like, do you want to go? And I was like, not really. It's a little kid's party, and that's a long drive. It's 4 hours.
Yeah, it's away. It's away.
It's away, and then like I'm too old to be sleeping on couches. Or inflatable mattresses. They're uncomfortable. Especially when you have back issues like me. And she's like, you'll get to see your cousins. I'm like, Mom, they're like grown women now with children. We're not gonna like play Power Rangers anymore.
I don't know. I didn't know you had those skinny file bits.
They are everything, and they're selling like crazy. Last time we sold, I think, like 1,000 units in like a week or so. So make sure you stock up and get yours before they're completely sold out, my love. So now I'm going in with our nail prep, and we're dehydrating and balancing out the pH of the phalange. And then we're going to go in with 1 coat of primer.
Did you say there was a discount code?
Yes. Does anybody remember what it is? A little coat of primer. Very sparingly. A little goes a long way.
That's crazy, Max. Nice.
And then we're going to use our Coffin 1, 2, 3, go nails.
Spool 30?
Yes, that's right. And it ends on the 31st, so it's almost over. So make sure you use it before it is gone.
Thank you.
So I'm going to use my plastic surgeon marker. This is just a regular Sharpie, and we're going to mark where our smile line will be. Oh, and then the 16th of September, my mom was like, let's go to Mexico City. And I was like, man, that's a lot. And she's like, we can stay at my cousin's house. And I was like, I don't think she wants us there that long. Like, I don't like traveling and staying at people's homes, because then it's like,
Yeah.
you know, you're invading people's spaces.
Yeah.
And then, like, when I travel, I like to, like, you know, throw my towel on the floor and then, you know, not have to, like, worry about it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, enjoy your vacation. Room service. Things that you don't get to do at home. Not have to do what you do at home, do it on vacation.
Right? That's true.
And she's like, oh, we'll be fine. I was like, then just stay home then. But in September, in Mexico, they have this dish that they only cook in September. And it's chile en ahogada. Have you ever had that before?
Oh,
It's so good. It's my favorite Mexican dish. And basically, do you know what a chile relleno is?
Yes.
So it's like that, but they stuff it with apples and ground beef and pomegranates and almonds. And so delicious.
But that's sweet.
Mm-hmm. Sweet and savory.
Oh.
And so good.
They put VIP treatment.
And that's how we roll.
What does the purple dot represent?
It represents that she's married. I'm just kidding. No, what it does is it lets me know, it acts as a guide, so that way I know where to put the glitter on the inside of the nail. So I got a brand new bottle of Pink Magic Fast Dry.
They put here, they stayed with family last time, and I'm like, not again.
Like when you're little, and I mean, it's okay, but when you're older and, you know, you want to make sure like people have space and
Yep.
you don't want to impose.
It's different.
It's different. And then like, you know, my dad and his dementia and things like that, so it can like, at least if he's in a hotel, like they won't like let him like escape or anything like that. But when you're staying at someone's house, it's a little different. It's a lot to impose on someone. So we're going to use strawberry glitter, and we're going to use our pink glow-in-the-dark acrylic. And to apply the glitter on the inside of the nail, we're going to use, you can put this one to the back for while we put the glitter in, our Pink Magic Fast Dry, our monomer, and Razor Clear acrylic. Yeah, go ahead, hit me.
Okay, can you use pink press-on gel to get the beautiful pink nail bed if you don't want to use bubblegum gel?
Pink press-on gel will not be as opaque as bubblegum gel. So you'll still have a pretty color, but it won't be as dark as the other one. Does that make sense?
That's to me.
It's so pretty. And then after I apply my glitter, I go in with a little bit of clear. And what this is going to do is it's going to sandwich it in. So that way when I apply my glow-in-the-dark pink acrylic on top, it won't bleed into the glitter.
Oh.
So that way it can keep the color integrity.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. So we're going to do this to all 5 phalanges. Oh, did you get Chinese food last time you were here, Sherry?
Yes.
From Bamboo
did,
Terrace?
Yep.
What'd you get?
We actually got sweet and sour pork, and then their dish, their plate that has, I think it's the chow mein, shrimp, and rice.
Oh, okay, like a family set.
And I got the soup, egg drop soup.
Yeah. A little bit of everything.
Yep. Okay, so let's see. Oh, there's also pink. They're answering someone else.
They're on it.
Yep. She says there's also pink DIY gel you could use. So, would you say Mexico City? Is
Yes.
where they want your mom wants to go?
And
that she has family there too?
yes, we have a cousin that we're really close to. Her cousin.
Oh, okay.
That's like my cousin too.
Nice.
Because she's older, but she acts really young. Oh my god, I hope she's not watching. She's going to be like, why are you saying that? And my mom's like, oh my gosh, she broke up with her boyfriend already. And I was like, Mom, it wasn't really her boyfriend. If like they were dating for like a few weeks or months or whatever. My mom's so old-fashioned. I was like, maybe she didn't like him, or maybe it's for the best.
Right?
Yeah.
Knew. So what's that one movie about, Max?
Which one?
You were saying that you watched.
Oh, The Pass?
Yeah.
So it's about this couple, and they're married, and they haven't been married very long, but I guess they're like having like marital problems, like intimate marital problems.
Okay.
And he's with his friends, and he tells them that what's going on in their relationship, and then the friends are like, well, you should have a pass with your wife. That means he's allowed to cheat with one person, and it's okay. Oh, not like a open relationship, just like a one-time pass.
Oh, okay.
And she was like, well, you should have one, and he should have one. And she's like, oh, I'm not going to use it, yada yada, but she does end up using it, and she like starts getting feelings for the person that she cheats on her husband with.
Not good. Okay. There's another question. For the glitter on my nails, I use magic syrup,
Mm-hmm.
105 and 133. The
Mm-hmm.
pink summer gel pot and pink opal sheen.
Mm-hmm. Super cute.
I thought it was a question.
So that's pretty much in a nutshell. But then at the end of the movie, like the ending is like, whoa, I was not expecting
Oh,
that.
really?
Yes. I don't know if you guys want me to spoil it or not. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to spoil it.
I say yes, but
So I have one spoiled. Do I have two spoiled? If I get 3 spoils, then I'll tell you guys how it ends.
come on, guys.
Sherry's like, I want to know how it ends.
They said we got one no. What's the name of the movie again?
The Pass. It's produced by...
Yes, we got a yes, spoil it. Yes,
I need one
spoil
more.
it. Yes, spoil it. You got 3 right here.
Okay.
4. And me, that's 5.
So we'll save
6.
everybody an hour and a half of their life. So at the end of the movie, it turns out that it was all like her friends and the whole setup was to take her money.
No.
So it was like all like premeditated and it was all fake. Just to, it's like a group of scam artists
Oh, man.
to steal her money. And I was like, what, really?
Right?
So I thought that was like a little bit like, oh, it would have been cooler if it was more like realistic in that respect about like, you know, marriages and things like that. But
Yeah.
no, it was all a lie. It was just to steal her money.
Wow. Well, thank you for spoiling it because that saved, like you said, what was it?
An hour and a half. Thank God it wasn't a 2 or 3 hour movie.
Not an hour and a half that I would lose of my life and not get back.
I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either.
Chelsea doesn't have Peacock either, just Netflix and Tubi.
Tubi.
Tubi,
Tubi's
sorry.
free and it's actually really good.
Yeah, my husband's into it.
My parents love Tubi because it has tons of shark movies.
Yeah?
And they love shark movies. And it has a lot of old Mexican movies too.
Yes, that's why Netflix
Likes it?
likes it.
All the old movies from like
Yep.
50 years ago.
Mm-hmm. With Vicente Fernandez.
Yes.
He didn't have to dye
His
eyebrows
mustache.
and his mustache.
Or Antonio Aguilar movies.
Yes. It's about shady friends. More or less.
Not really, more like a scam artist group. So this group, it goes around and they have like plans to steal money from other people. But this time it took them 7 years to get that $9 million. And I was like, 7 years for $9 million and you have to split it with like 10 people? It's not worth it.
No, this one I kind of like that ending.
I mean, it was different.
He scammed her.
And
I
she's
don't know.
crying and it was all a lie.
Yeah. I hate watching like a movie's really good and then before you know it, it's over and it's like it ended like that.
And you're like, that's it?
That was dumb. Yeah. I've had a couple of those movies.
On Tubi?
No. Just in general.
Oh.
Like, I'm like, that was a waste.
But they're saying
Good.
superhero movies are doing really bad now. That there's like too much superhero movie.
Well, they're like, I see a lot of the same ones like they keep making.
For me, it's confusing because it's like, what? I've never heard of this superhero.
Yep.
They need to make more Power Ranger movies. That's what they need.
Power Rangers.
But they don't really make like middle budget movies anymore. Like before, you know, they had the $5-10 million movie.
Yeah.
Now it's like either the movie's like really cheap and really bad, or like really like over the top expensive and still really bad too.
Mm-hmm. And some of them are so long.
Like what movie cost? The Little Mermaid movie cost like $200 million to make.
Are you serious?
Yes, I was like, this movie is not $200 million, or it's money not well spent.
They just seen Blue Beetle. It was good.
Really? It was supposed to be originally for TV.
They said superhero burnout.
Too much superhero and like too much bad special effect too. So now we're gonna hit Sherry's nail with a little bit of pink press-on gel. This is gonna be our base.
Have you seen the documentary about the real life Power Ranger killer? Ooh, I didn't know about
No, what's that on? That sounds interesting, doesn't
that.
it?
Yeah.
A little coat of press-on gel. You already know, you guys. Always, always, always. This is the cushion for the fantasy.
Now that has me wondering, real life Power Ranger Kira.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Well, they said, is it on, you have the HBO?
Yes.
Or the Max or whatever it's called now?
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch the De La Hoya documentary?
No.
They say it's good.
The Golden Boy?
Yeah.
I wonder if it talks about him cross-dressing.
It might, because it talks about how rough it is, his childhood.
Being a cross-dresser?
Well, his childhood was.
Really? He had a hard childhood?
Just, like, I haven't watched it. This is just what they told me.
I thought he, had it pretty easy. Didn't he marry a Puerto Rican girl?
I don't know.
And he had tried to have a singing career, too?
Did he?
Yeah. He made a CD, actually. Go ahead and put that in.
What is that, Bollywood? I didn't get that question. It went quick.
Bollywood movies?
If I can go down, let's see. Bollywood, Nollywood have better movies.
Oh, I don't like it. Musicals.
Not the superhero nonsense. I don't remember. I think YouTube is really good, but sad. So I haven't gotten. Neto doesn't like to watch the documentaries where they talk. I have to watch by myself.
Really? I have to be into the documentary, or it has to be something that genuinely interests me. I'm not that big on those murder ones, but I know some people love those shows.
Yeah.
When I soak in the tub, sometimes I'll listen to Makeup and Murder. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
But I have to be in the mood for it too, though.
They said that they're not all musicals.
Really? But it's in Hindi or Tagalog. I can't know. I don't know what the language is called. So it's you have to read the subtitles.
I think it's the guy that played Rocky was supposed to kill somebody.
The guy that played Rocky? That's Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
I don't think Sylvester Stallone was going to kill anybody. Can you imagine being Sylvester Stallone's daughter?
He's got how many? 3?
A whole bunch, and they all kind of look like him.
Yep.
So what happens when you touch your bubblegum gel and it's sticky like this, right? That means your finger is dirty.
Really?
Yes.
Ah.
So this finger is clean, this one is dirty because it has acrylic on it. And then I'll just wipe my finger with a little bit of hand sanitizer, and then it'll balance out the pH and cleans the finger.
Oh.
So that way I can apply them. So I'll do that before I apply the phalanges.
Rocky the Red Ranger in Power Rangers.
Oh, I don't know. He didn't want to try to take anybody's life.
We're talking about Sylvester Stallone.
Because she said Rocky. I was like, that's Sylvester Stallone. Hey, we did it. We won. Adrian. I haven't seen Creed either, but I know people love the Creed movies.
I watched one of them. I think the last one.
Honestly, I haven't even seen Rocky movies.
I've seen Rockies.
Were they good, or were they? You have to take them for what they're worth.
Back then they were good. I haven't watched them for a long time. I watched them when they came out.
Rocky, Rambo,
yeah.
All the Sylvester Stallone. Didn't he have a movie with Dolly Parton too, Sylvester Stallone?
Yes, yes.
What was that one called?
I don't remember, but I know as one of her songs comes out in it. Why'd you come in here
looking so good?
That?
Yeah, why'd you come in here looking like that?
Yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger documentary on Netflix, really good. Sylvester
about
Stallone,
the bodybuilding.
Ah.
So now we're gonna freeze these bad boys.
I didn't know Sylvester Stallone was in it.
In what?
With Arnold Schwarzenegger's documentary.
Oh, about bodybuilding? I haven't seen it.
I haven't.
But I think Sylvester Stallone was also into bodybuilding, wasn't he?
I think so.
Because he also has that kind of massive body. Shaped like the Hulk.
We just watched, is it The Vendors? Or what's it called? It's all of the old guys.
Oh, The Expendables.
Yes, yes.
Was it good?
Oh, that's what it is. Look at Rhinestone. is the Dolly Parton movie with Sylvester Stallone.
Is it good?
You haven't watched it?
Mm-mm.
The Rhinestone?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, well, it's funny. Arnold's life story is the one she's talking about.
Not the Mr. Olympia?
Yeah.
And then Arnold Schwarzenegger, it's really interesting because, you know, he has a, like, his whole life, I think, has always been really into fitness, right? And then he has 3 sons. The ones that he had with the nanny, and then his 2 sons with Maria Shriver.
Right.
So the son with the nanny looks just like him, and he's also really into fitness. And then one of the sons that he had with Maria Shriver, he's really good looking too. He looks like a Kennedy. And then one is like really big.
Right, like not healthy at all.
No, I was like, oh, that's the black sheep of the family. I think his daughter's kind of good looking too, isn't she?
I don't recall the daughter.
But yes, one of his sons is really like, ooh, put down the hamburger, homie.
Yeah, obviously.
I'm scraping out any excess gel on the inside so that way we have a nice clean finish.
They liked all the Expendables.
I haven't seen those, but I know there's like a female version of the Expendables too. Vivica A. Fox is in it, and Bridget Nielsen, and all kinds of girls. I can't remember what it's called though. So now I'm going to hit the inside with shiny gel just to seal everything.
It says it's sweet because he talks about how they completed an action movie or competed in action movies and hated each other, and now they're like really good friends.
Well, I think it was like the rivalry too back in the day, right? It was like, are you an Arnold person?
Yeah.
Or are you a Sylvester Stallone person? I think I like Arnold Schwarzenegger movies more.
He lost a lot of weight.
Who did? Go ahead and put that in, Sherry.
Well, is there like beef between the guy that come out with Fast and the Furious? What's his name, the bald guy?
Oh, Vin Diesel and The Rock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that kind of? I wonder if that's the same thing.
Like in Sex and the City, Carrie Bradshaw and Samantha Jones, aka Sarah Jessica Parker and Kim Cattrall, hate each other.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
And they would not film scenes together.
The youngest child lost a lot of weight. Arnold's son is a model, and his daughter is married to Chris Pratt.
Oh, wow. One of his sons is a model, and the other one is the son he had with the nanny is a bodybuilder. And then the other one, I don't know what he does. Where's my water? Do I not have water? I'm all parched.
You had something.
I finished my Powerade.
Yeah, I haven't seen you with water.
You can take it out now, Sherry. Let's check and make sure they're nice and dry. Look how cute they are, you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Total Japanese Barbie. Beautiful. Look at that.
Now, is the youngest child from the maid?
No, I think he's in between.
Oh.
Or I'm not sure, actually. But it looks just like him. Like, how can Maria Shriver not tell? It looks just like Arnold, but with the tan.
Right.
Because she's like from like Honduras or something. Or Nicaragua. But Arnold has always been a womanizer. I know this because I did nails on somebody that messed around with him when he was in Florida, when they filmed True Lies. They filmed it in Southern Florida, and she was working down there.
No.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
She was a dancer out there in the Keys.
Whoa.
So Arnold likes the ladies a lot.
Huh.
Back in the 90s.
Grace Jones? Question mark.
What about Grace Jones? No, that's Barbara Mosley. They had the same legs.
Wow. The youngest son is the one with the maid. That's what they said.
But he was never heavyset, I think. He was always in pretty good shape. The one with the maid. And I guess they would have like vacations together and things like that. Like they would take him.
How crazy, huh?
For reals.
I wonder if the kid, when did the mom decide to tell him who his father was?
Well, I mean, I think he had just had a look. She was like, why does my kid look so much like Arnie?
The affair child is the youngest. are like the less than a year apart. Whoa.
Yeah. Like, I think they were pregnant almost at the same time.
Whoa.
So now we're going to go in with the Superstar drill bit and begin to blend out the cuticle area. Very gently. But I mean, it looks just like him.
That's crazy.
But she's really smart though too, because he probably knew, and he probably like gave her hush money or something like that too. Because who knows how many times they like
oh yeah,
messed around and whatnot.
And how many years did she work for him? Was it like
A long
lot?
time. She was of the family pretty much. Literally.
Crazy.
Just goes to show you can't trust anybody, huh?
Nope.
Because it takes two to tango.
Yes, it does.
Arnold and the nanny. And she was ugly. Oh my gosh, I'm so mean.
No, wasn't really
She looked like a
attractive
troll.
whatsoever.
Push back,
It
make
was
sure
like a novella in the house.
for reals. But I don't think Maria Shriver, I think she knew, but she didn't care.
Probably. My sister-in-law that knew one. My sister-in-law that knew one likes to tell lies, so she can get free stuff from social services. I already didn't like her, so she just made it worse.
Ooh, she sounds messy. Now we're going to use the verse bit to blend in that cuticle, get it nice and clean and snatched. Get everything really nice and blended for Sherry.
The husband and the nanny.
For reals. And that's the only illegitimate that, you know, we know of, but God knows how many others there might be.
Yeah.
Oh, like on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Sheree Whitfield's husband, I think his name is Bob Whitfield. They were like, who's that girl that he's with? Is that his girlfriend? Turns out it was one of his daughters.
Oh.
Illegitimate daughters. But it looks just like him though too, so.
That's crazy. The 12 Miles 4 says, Hola Max, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y vos? At that. Beautiful. So now we're going to hit the sides of the nail, make it nice and sharp. I'm going to give myself some room, close up this drawer. I'm going to use a Fantastic file now. Make sure the sides are nice and straight.
Muy bien. He says.
That's okay. Stick your elbow out a little bit. There you go. And make sure the sides are nice and straight, you guys. That way the nails are nice and sharp. For the fantasy.
I can see closer in the back. Closer too. I don't know what that means.
Like what closer? The camera or the nails?
Mine's loading.
Did the... Oh no, it's so long, thank God.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I have my phone charging all day.
The nails she's asking.
What? If I can zoom in closer?
What music station is this? I love it.
It's a YouTube channel. It's called Euronation, and I actually speed it up so that way the video won't get taken down. Because I have to walk on eggshells every time I live stream now. It's either I say something wrong or the music in the background or something. It's so... Oh. They're making it harder for people to live stream.
Oh, I think she's asking, can I see the nails closer?
No, you can't.
Back
Sorry.
And they said that you will show them at the end.
Yeah, I need the camera at a distance from me so that way I can see what I'm doing, because that's a little important. Right, Sherry?
Uh-huh.
Sherry's like, Max, make sure that, you know, my nails won't come out wonky. But at the end, we will do a little up close, so don't you worry.
They want to know, is A pink and press-on gel the same?
No, not at all. Completely different. And if you read the product description, you can determine which is going to work best for what you need it to, but they're nothing alike. Completely different and completely different colors too. But both are essential for what their purpose is. Does that make sense? Stick your elbow out a little bit. There you go.
Sorry.
I want to make sure that the edge is really nice and sharp. Just because, as you guys know, Sherry's an equestrian, so I want to make sure that the shape of the nail, the free edge, is sharp, so that way, as she does stuff, you know, with normal wear and tear, the nail keeps its integrity. Because then sometimes they come back and they're like really round, you know what I mean?
Yes. Lena says, wish me luck on my practical test or exam on Wednesday, guys.
Best of luck, my love. You got this.
Good luck.
Okay, beautiful. So now we're gonna hit the nail with the smoothie buffer to blend everything out. Get everything nice and blended for the fantasy so we can do our finishing.
Diamonds Leah 510 says, hello, beautiful Max.
Hi, my love. Thanks for joining me today. How was your weekend? Did you party a lot? Did you go shopping on enelcouture.com? Are you guys loving the new products that we dropped?
Did you guys drop a lot new ones?
Yeah, we dropped a whole bunch of new bits, the pigment set, so lots of new fantasies.
I had no idea Peacock is now charging.
I think I pay like $5 or $6 a month for it. But I have the one with ads. I was thinking about getting it ad-free because it is kind of annoying.
I thought I got mine with ad-free. It says, no, not paying. They just asked, what are the new products?
And I posted them to my stories too, so make sure you check out our stories just so that we don't miss out. And there's a few posts ago, maybe like 2 or 3 posts ago, that have a video showing every single new product that we dropped. And we have more coming out too. So now I'm going to take a Luxe brush wipe with a little bit of acetone. I'm going to cleanse everything and get it ready for our gel top coats.
They put Wonder Gel is so top tier for the Chrome Fantasy.
No, it's everything.
Good. Let's see. Oh, the one you asked for on Diamond, Leah, 510, she said she's good, except her son totaled his car.
Uh-oh, I hope he's okay.
The post in the video is really cool.
Oh, the video with all the new stuff and the song? We Are Still Young. So now we're going to hit the nail with a little bit of Wonder Gel, and we're going to seal everything in and get it ready for our bling application. So nice even coat of Wonder Gel over the whole nail surface. And you guys know that these nails are glow in the dark fantasy.
Yes, the one with the new products. That's what she's talking about.
Isn't it cool? I liked it too because that way I can show off all of them with the music and it moves by itself. Like the pictures rotate like a carousel. So I thought that was really dope. And if you have trouble finding the new products, you guys, all you have to do is on the website, click new, and it'll show you all the new products, and you can change the setting too if you want to show it like from oldest to newest, or however you want to itemize it.
E3 Virgo says Sherry always has to have the bling.
Even just a little bit, huh, Sherry?
Yep. And then they want to know, Max, do you still like to use a pink #1 or prefer press-on gel?
For what? They have different uses, so can you be more specific with what you're referring to? That would let me answer the question better. Make sure there's no fuzzy wuzzies. Make sure you hit that free edge too.
For your own nails.
That is a very good question, and the answer is I use both sometimes.
Do you have any distributors in Fresno?
I don't. You can order direct. We don't work with that distributors actually, so it's easier if you order direct. We ship it to you. You can get deals, you can get gifts, versus having to go somewhere and deal with a third party.
Yep.
Buy direct and save.
Did you guys get any damage with these bad storms that was coming through?
A little bit of roof damage, but nothing too crazy.
And your insurance cover that?
The roofing?
Yeah.
Well, your husband had shown me the pictures of it too, and I was like, whoa, because it was, the quote was like, wow. So I was like,
no, up here? I'm talking about your home.
Oh no, at the home I think it's fine.
Oh, okay, good.
I think the pigeons are the worst part of the home.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe I need a contractor, because I need the electrical is a big issue for me.
Oh.
Especially now that we installed mini splits and things like that too.
Yeah.
And then we use a lot of energy.
Yeah.
And the internet too. And it's so hard to find good internet.
It is.
Beautiful. Let's go ahead and bake these bad boys now for 1 minute. I'm gonna go run and get a water. Do you want a water, Sharon?
I'm good, thank you.
You sure?
Uh-huh. Thanks.
I'm parched.
Come on.
I'm back. Nobody, I wasn't gone too long, was I?
No, no. Where did she put it?
Look at this, Sherry. How cute is it?
Oh, what is it?
Like a little lamb. Because you have lambs, don't you? You have a goat.
No. Yeah.
What's your goat's name?
Fiona.
Fiona.
Name Fiona.
I told my mom I also want a llama.
Aw.
Have you ever seen a baby llama?
Yes.
They're the cutest thing ever. I saw this white one and I was like, I need it.
But don't they spit at you?
I'm not sure. But it's so cute though.
I think they spit.
Let's do a little... Look at this teardrop diamond. It is just... It's calling my name.
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
Look at this one, Sharon. How beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
You can never have enough diamonds.
Those are pretty. They even look pretty the way they are.
And they glow a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. So I'm going to get my diamond memories and my diamond holics ready. Our little bling tool.
They said, yes, they missed you.
Aww.
Let's see. They tried to search the music on YouTube. I can't find it, Max.
Euro Nation. Mm-hmm.
E-U-R-O? Euro Nation.
Yes.
We just did Euro music.
So now let's load up Squeezy.
Does it have like graphic or graffiti in the background? It says dance party, LOL.
Yes, that one. Oh, look how pretty that is, you guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What are you having for dinner today, Max?
I don't know. I'm trying to lose weight, so I really should cut back on carbs, but I love carbs. Carbs are the devil, though.
OMG, the teardrop looks awesome.
Where are my big diamonds? These are so small. They're like so like tiny. I need big diamond fantasies. The bigger the diamond, the closer to use.
Oh my gosh, so I haven't seen you since what about the fire over there in Hawaii?
Oh, I guess we can't really go to Hawaii right now.
Right? Isn't that
Well,
crazy?
it's also because they don't do that many controlled burns anymore. And that really affects everything too.
And it's so sad that they didn't even have like, you know what I mean? Like, how does it say? You know, like warnings or anything.
That's why controlled burns are really good.
Yeah.
The same thing happens in Australia.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
It says carbs is the body's gasoline. We need them.
What about caffeine?
Just no excess.
So when stuff, because they don't do controlled burns, and when something does burn, it like takes everything with it. It
just
destroys.
goes crazy.
They used to do control burns here, remember?
Yep.
Especially when you get like a dry summer.
Yeah.
It really helps like cut down on those kinds of like incidents and things like that.
Because when these storms come in and the lightning starts them.
Mm-hmm. And if they do a control burn, it gives an opportunity for like the animals to run away and, you know, get shelter and everything too.
Yep.
So do controlled burns.
Mm-hmm.
But some people are like, oh no, it's bad, and then stuff like this happens.
Yep. I'm tired today, Max.
Really?
I am exhausted.
It's a change in weather. But like, it's been crazy because I thought it was gonna like start cooling down, and it hasn't.
I know. Well, we're supposed to have some storms coming in Thursday, Friday, I think.
Oh, because today and tomorrow are over 100 every day.
We're under a drought mandate here. One of those close towns was asking for help
Look how
from
pretty
the
that is.
government because it was.
Look how pretty that is, Sherry.
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
Let's go ahead and bake that now. And then we're going to seal the edges with liquid gummy to make sure nothing goes anywhere.
And then it's just so shiny, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, still awake.
Scroll all this up because you guys know I'm a giant klutz and I don't want to drop anything.
Those are huge diamonds right there, Max.
Which ones? These? You have some of these on.
Yeah, but those are huge.
Well, the bigger the diamond, the closer to Jesus. You guys know our famous liquid gummy.
How are ya?
I'm good, and you? So now let's seal all the edges.
Tall. Oh. Well, how tall are you?
6 feet tall. More or less. So make sure you hit that liquid gummy on all the edges, you guys, and this is going to prevent the stones from getting snagged in Sherry's hair. And it's really going to seal them in too, so that way they don't go anywhere.
They laughed. She meant, how tall are you? Oh.
6 feet on a good day. Beautiful. Okay, let's put it back in.
That is really pretty, man.
And just on one finger, because we don't really need that much more.
Yeah.
Let the diamonds do the work for you.
Just opened my mail and my tumbler came in.
Ooh,
So
awesome.
pretty.
Cuticle oil. Get everything nice and snatched and sealed. Gosh, why do I have so many phones?
My son's calling me.
Really?
Let's see what he wants.
So popular, Sherry.
Hello? No, I'm getting my nails done. What's up? We're at the shop.
Beautiful. Now let's hydrate the phalanges with a little bit of cotton candy cuticle oil.
I'll call you back. Bye.
Okay. Look how lovely they look.
Wild cherry. What is your Facebook? They want to know what color the cup was. What color did she get?
Look at those diamonds, you guys, how much they shine. They are no joke.
That is pretty.
Do you want to go see them glow in the dark? I'm going to take it off the tripod and we'll go into the round office. You going to go party, Carasosa? Where are you going with? Raina? Irene's house. That's the new party house. Oh, look, Roundface is here. Okay. There's Roundface, you guys.
Looking at the nails.
Look at that, you guys. They glow like a lavender color.
Pretty.
Focus camera. Isn't that cute? Oh, I love it.
Yeah. And it's not even that dark.
And then, can you get the light, Sherry?
Right here.
Yes. And this is what they look like in the day. Obsessed. Well, my loves, that's a wrap for our little strawberry ice cream pink glow-in-the-dark fantasy. We're going to head on over to Facebook, because you guys know we can't do TikTok. What are you laughing at, Roundface? Mocking me with his round face. Because I can't go live on TikTok till September 3rd. But our Facebook is Enel Couture, or you can look me up through my personal one, which is Max Estrada, and I'll live stream on both. I'll share the video. And that's a wrap, you guys. I'm super excited for this week. What a great way to start the week with this beautiful set of nails. And we'll see you guys tomorrow in the next live. Bye, everybody.